Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is hole number 3 of the Summer Heat Tournament Master Division qualifying round. For our tee shot, we're going to start off with a quarterback and a luminary ball. Stretching out to max extension, we're going to have our yellow ring touching the rough on the left. Then we're going to swap over to our APOC level 5 plus with Cat level 6 plus or Big Dog level 9 for the wood club. 4.5 topspin with 2 left spin, and our adjustment is P0 max plus 20% elevation. Then we're going to apply max overpower, which will be a fairly shaky needle since we are close to max, and max left curl. We hit perfect. First bounce is going to land on the left side of the fairway. We're going to bounce over the strip of rough into the next fairway. And as you can see, we're going to slope down toward the right, finishing with a drive distance of 385 yards. So real quick, before we move on to the approach, I just want to talk about this tee shot and something that I recommend you doing to alleviate the issue, because it's not an easy tee shot and there are obviously hazards involved. So I've hit a great left and it's been fine. Of course, we are talking about an APOC level 8, so with a lower level APOC with slightly less accuracy, a bad great left is probably going to clip the rough, so just something to be mindful of. But then let's talk about the second fairway, which slopes from left to right. So obviously, we're landing pretty far left in this fairway, but it's all coming down toward the right-hand side, and we get pretty close to this rough. A great right will most likely end up in that rough. And then also you're dealing with potentially lower level APOCs, which have slightly less curl. APOC 6 and 7 have just a little bit less curl than APOC 8, and APOC level 5 has even a little bit less than that. So we're really bringing this right rough into play, even with a perfect ball that we hit. But like I said, a great right is probably going to roll into the rough. So what I recommend doing is you can use the free trial ball, which is a luminary, but it has 3 side spins. So instead of just using the 2 left spin of our luminary, we would use 3 left spin and really take that right rough completely out of play. So just something to think about, because again, this is a very difficult tee shot that we need to execute perfectly. Otherwise, we might find ourselves in a hazard. For our approach, as I mentioned, we're going to use Cat level 6 plus or Big Dog level 9. Before we apply spin, we're going to set our aim. So if you have a Cat 7 and 8, this is going to be super easy to set your aim. Cat 8, we're going to have blue ring touching the rough on the left, and tip of the ball guide is going to be touching the fairway. Cat 7 will have the same ball guide, so you can do that same reference, but Cat 6 and Big Dog level 9 obviously don't have that much ball guide, so you're going to want to just look at the second bounce as sort of a reference point for where to position yourself. And then as I said, blue ring is touching the left rough. That's for Cat 8 only. If you have a lower level Cat or you're using a Big Dog level 9, then you're going to have some overlap. So just something to keep in mind because it does have less accuracy. 7.5 topspin with 2 left spin. Again, this would be a great place that the 3 left spin of the free trial ball would come into handy, because we're going to end up pretty close to somewhat close to the rough on the right by the green. And having more left spin is going to just keep you further away from that. P0 max plus 20% elevation is the adjustment. And then we're going to use max left curl with just before circle drop overpower. We hit perfect. We're going to land in the fairway, bounce over the bunker, and as you can see, we are rolling up the right side. I mean, we still have pretty decent clearance away from the rough, but like I said, using 3 left spin, or really as much left spin as possible, because you're not going to quite get 3 left spin using 7.5 topspin, but using more left spin than the 2 side spin of the luminary is just going to give you that much more room for error. From here, we're going to play EB School method plus 20% elevation with Power 5 numbers, take our eagle, and move on. For further instructions on how to play this hole, make sure you guys click the link below and subscribe to Master Tournament Guides through Golf Clash Tommy. Good luck in your qualifying rounds.